The next set of examples are looking at angles of elevation or depression. Both of these definitions have to do with what we would call line of sight. So if you are thinking about angle of elevation, you're looking at something that is above where you're standing. So if there was a person standing right here, their line of sight would be going out with the horizontal or the initial side of the angle. And then they're looking up some distance to some object that's higher than them. Maybe it's the top of a tree, for example. That's different than the angle of depression, where someone is maybe standing on top of a building and their line of sight is going out this direction. And then they're looking down to some point that's over here on the ground. So that would be denoting the angle of depression. Let's do a couple example problems. The angle of elevation to the top of a building in Seattle is found to be 2 degrees from the ground at a distance of 2 miles from the base of the building. So we'll draw a picture to start. We have a building. And this angle, this is obviously not drawn to scale, this angle is going to be 2 degrees. Again, this is the angle of elevation. And the point from which we're measuring that angle is 2 miles from the base of the building. This is our building here. We want to find the height of the building, so this distance here. We are given the adjacent side of the angle, and we want to find the opposite side of the angle. So we're going to use tangent for this calculation. The tangent of 2 degrees is going to be the opposite side over the adjacent side, or h over 2. I will multiply both sides by 2 to clear the fraction, and then plugging this into the calculator, I find that the height of the building that I'm getting is approximately 0.07, but the measurement that we're thinking about is in miles. We don't usually measure buildings in terms of miles. There are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So I'm going to multiply that by 0.07 so I can get an answer in feet that'll make more sense to me. And it looks like it is approximately 370 feet. That answer makes more sense to me than 0.07 miles. So again, I just multiplied by the number of feet to figure out what the actual feet measurement was. Let's do a different example with an angle of depression example. An aerial photographer photographs farm properties for a real estate company, and he's determined that to get the best photo, he's going to take the picture from approximately 475 feet That's going to be how high it is. So let's draw a picture here. We've got a farm somewhere over here, and a plane somewhere up here. And this height is 475 feet. And it's a distance of 850 feet from the farmhouse. The question is asking us to find the angle of depression. Based on the angle that's given and what sides are given, we have the opposite side and we have the adjacent side to that particular angle. Let's call this angle A. So the tangent of angle A will be the opposite side over the adjacent side, or 850 divided by 475. We were working on problems like this in class on Tuesday. When we want to find the tangent of a particular angle and we know what the value of it is, we use the inverse function. So in the calculator, we will enter tangent inverse 850 over 475, and we want to get back what angle A is. So let's enter that into the calculator. And I'm getting that angle A is approximately 60.8 degrees. The next set of examples will be application problems.